WNST Tassel here to give back a little bit and use my Thursday mornings for the Be More Positive charity and community series. It's all brought to you by our friends at Howard Bank, where they have a relentless commitment to being the best at everything they do. And, of course, branches all over town. And you can learn more at howardbank.com, as well as our friends at Cole Roofing. I met all these folks through Accelerant, good folks there as well. And Cole Roofing's been with us for a number of years. Bill Cole joins us week to week and talks about all sorts of social issues, sports issues, roof issues, and you can learn more about what they do at coleroofing.com, as well as at Pfister Energy. And, you know, one of the things, I wanted to do charity stuff, I wanted to tell stories, and I wanted to sort of reconnect with some old friends as well. This guy reached to me. He is an old music critic, an entertainment editor, and a part-time beer drinker at the Baltimore Sun, and now is at WTMD, where on Saturday mornings they do tunes for kids. And this weekend down at my partner, the Modell Lyric, they're doing a really, really cool masquerade ball. And I don't know that I've ever had Sam Sessa on the air with me here at WNST, but everyone knows Sam around town, and he's an old friend of ours through the By the By and the Media Wars and all that stuff, and beer drinking, I might want to point out as well, and a bit of a foodie from time to time. But, boy, you've moved from Springsteen and, you know, She's the One right on into this parenting thing, Sessa. You know, you're falling into these Saturday morning things with kids, and I'm proud of you, man. What are you guys doing Saturday down at the Modell Lyric?
Well, Nestor, thank you so much for having me, man. It's great to be on air with you. So I got to thinking, we've been doing these kids' concerts at the radio station. You know, we're a public radio station, and we just want to kind of give kids some chances to get out there and experience live music, good live music, you know, coming from a Springsteen fan to another Springsteen fan.
Can I ask you if the Milkshake folks come over? Because, like, I've known them most of my life, you know?
Oh, yeah. So Lisa Matthews actually started hosting a radio show just for kids and families at 7 a.m. on Saturday mornings because parents with small kids are awake. And so, yeah, Milkshake did one of these concerts for us.
Seriously, find me a better soul than Lisa, Michael. You know, these people that I knew them from Beyond Words in the mid-1980s. You know, I bet right now, I'll go to Google, dude, and I bet if I Google my name and Beyond Words, you would find stories I inked in the Evening Sun back in 1986, 87, because they were kind of like a hot local band. You know, they had a thing going on, man. They had a song called In My Dreams. So I've always followed their careers, and, you know, I run into them sometimes around town, and I'm just a big fan, and I know what they've done for kids over. They're sort of the Mr. Rogers of, like, kids' music in Baltimore. It's really cool, right?
Totally. They played the Lyric, I remember, several years ago, and I think they sold it out. Milkshake did.
Super cool, man. I got to reconnect with them because having you on and going to the website and seeing the name Milkshake, and I just wanted to plug that because I know a lot of people out there, even there are people out there that are 20 years old that are like, yeah, man, 25 years, yeah, I remember them back in the day. They came and they were on TV singing and doing kids songs and stuff, and I think that's really a neat little legacy they've left, and now you're pushing it forward. I mean, you have kids of your own, right? And my kid, by the way, Sam, this will date you. How old are you, Sam?
Oh, I'm 34.
You're my son's age. That's what I thought. So, yeah, my son will be 34 this summer. So, you know, I still think of my son as being like 6 and listening to Milkshake and whatnot. But we all grow a little older, and now you're the one having your kids grow up on Milkshake music and Saturday mini masquerade balls at the Modell, right?
Yeah, man. So here's what I was thinking when I was putting this thing together. You know, I'm looking on Facebook. It's Easter time. Everybody's posting photos of their kids all dressed up. And, you know, you're a parent. You love, like, when your kid is little and you dress them up in a little suit and tie. They look so cute.
No. What I love about that is my kid's 34 now, and I bust those pictures out and bury him, like, on his birthday and stuff. It's awesome, man. You know, that's when it's fun, when you break out those pink nightmare pictures of the way you dressed them in 1986. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I love it.
So I wanted to do a show. It's basically just like an excuse to dress up your kids and go dancing. And that's what this is. It's Saturday morning, so it's from 10 to noon. We're done before nap time, so you can get them home, and everybody can take a nap because everybody's going to need it.
What's the age range here? How old are yours, by the way?
Mine are 5 and 3.5.
Wow, you got your hands full.
Dude. So, like, the sweet spot for this show is right in there, like okay. 0 to 6, 0 to 7.
Okay, well, so this is really a total morning. Come downtown, show your kid may have never seen a theater like this, right? So all of it could be kind of a wonderment type of thing, right? So a little bit of a Halloween thing in May, right?
Totally. It's a party. It's a party for kids and parents. So, we're going to have all these like fancy finger foods for the kids, and for the parents we'll do like lots of coffee and even a cash bar with like mimosas and Bloody Marys and things. So we're trying to think of both generations here.
Well, that's this Saturday. My wife and I will be putting on our derby hats. Sam, I don't like kids. I mean, I like your kids, but not every kid. I liked all the kids I met at Disney 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? But I know there's a lot of energy, right? I mean, that's a traffic cop going on down there. Saturday morning, 10 till noon. Can I read right from the website here, all the stuff that's going on here?
Absolutely.
So held in the Lyrics Open multi-level lobby and concourse, not in the big room with the fixed seating. The where I'm going to be at Jackson Brown, by the way. So just giving a shout out. And I'm not doing the Shatner thing in 2 weeks. I'm not a Trekkie. But, I mean, Steely Dan's playing the Modell Lyric in October. Kansas is playing down there. Monty Python. John Cleese is coming in. So, anyway, that's my great plug for the Modell Lyric, whom I love a ton. The Mini Masquerade Ball is everything we love about parties just for us parents and our little ones. This is nice. Starts at 10 a.m., ends at noon. Everybody's at home, time for naps. And you're packing a lot of fun into this. It's a fundraiser, and tell me how we're raising funds. Give me the whole thing. Bachelor, boys band, Be More, Hoop Love, Baltimore Photo Social. I see that stuff happening here.
Yeah, man, we've got stilt walkers, hula hoopers, unicyclists. A lot of these people are pitching in their time to raise money. The whole thing is a fundraiser for more children's programming on WTMD. We're public radio, trying to give back and give kids and parents something to do. Because if you love live music, you want your kids to love live music, too. But there's just not a lot of chances to take them out to see good live music because there's a lot of bad children's music out there, and we're trying to put more good children's music out there.
Is there going to be coffee? That's really, really important. I'm drinking Rofo right now. I'm Rofo sponsored here, so I got a little Kona blend in here. I'm working on that dark Brazilian roast, but I haven't worked that out. But I'm assuming at 10 a.m., I mean, look, man, me and you, there's no kids listening, right? You're doing this for the parents, right? Right? I mean,
totally.
when it comes down to this, you got to do something on Saturday morning so you get them. You know what we do? Every Sunday morning, we go to the farmer's market downtown, and, I see kids there and stuff, from time to time, but it's our little thing we do on Sunday morning. But if we had a 5-year-old and a 3.5-year-old, whatever your ritual is. My parents threw me out, and I went bowling, at the East Point Fair Lanes. That's what I did when I was a kid. But, for Saturday mornings, I see people all around town doing stuff with their kids all the time. And I often wonder, who puts these things together? I live by the harbor, and we show up, and there's hundreds of parents and their kids doing stuff. We see yoga in the park. I mean, Baltimore's wonderful for this type of thing. And I love the Modell Lyrics so much. I'm really heartened that you're putting together something that I would think you want to turn this into a little bit of a tradition, right?
I hope so. The Lyric has been so great to work with. Live Baltimore has helped us bring it into the city and helped us make it possible. But the Lyric folks have just been the best, and I can't thank them enough for giving us a space to do this. It's such a classy, it's a beautiful building. And, I want to get more people who haven't necessarily been into the Lyric in there to check it out.
Well, Sam Sessa is with us. You can follow him, and hundreds and thousands do out at Sam Sessa. He's over at WTMD. You may remember him as the entertainment editor and the music critic. Wait, hey, we're two former music critics from the Baltimore Sun together here. How about that, right? I didn't even think about all that.
Sitting near you at Bruce Springsteen back when he played the Civic Center. I saw Jackson Brown at the Lyric a few years ago. He was awesome, man. You're going to have a great time at that show.
I saw Jackson Brown at the Lyric a few years ago as well, and I shared the ticket stub. Ticket stub sharing when you get to be my age, Sam. I'm old enough to be your father because my son is your age, so how about that? I found my ticket, and I shared it. Lyric Opera House benefit performance for the Christic Institute. Jackson Brown, 8 p.m. evening of Tuesday, October 4th. 1988. So I found that ticket stub, and on that night at the Modell Lyric, I requested Somebody's Baby at the stage. I bum rushed the stage with also former Baltimore Sun sports editor Molly Dunham Glassman. She was with me and Dave. Dave Glassman's claim to fame, and I wrote one of my college term papers, is he attended Woodstock, the real Woodstock. So when I see Dave, and I saw Dave at a Mike Rosigliano and Terry invited us out to Hamden for a bluegrass music thing that was on the second floor of a place on the avenue, like on a Monday night about 3 months ago. And I saw Dave Glassman there, and he went to Woodstock. He's the one dude I know on earth, other than the actual artists that, were there at the course. But you don't run into people that went to the real Woodstock very often. So, but they were my company that night. And isn't it funny, like it's 30 years later, the Modell Lyric's there. We've got a football team. You've got kids. You're doing a thing there. The Lyric's still there. I went to the Lyric in the early 70s. I had a music teacher named Lemuel Hinson who loved the theater and loved the Nutcracker and loved the ballet. And anytime the BSO used to play there because there was no Meyerhoff. So, I mean, the Lyric has this incredible, rich history of all sorts of things, including the night, Sam, and you'll appreciate this, I shook my ass there with Prince one night. So if it's good enough for Prince, it's good enough for anybody, right?
Exactly.
Well, tell everybody about what you do with TMD these days. I haven't caught up with you in a while. And, I don't know the whole TMD thing. I listen sometimes. I think of it as a little bit sort of kind of like what I do, but for music and for the community. And I think the more the world gets bigger and the clear channels and the sun sinks into the Chesapeake and we're trying to figure out the new era of media and stuff, I do feel like there's a local aspect for the type of thing that you do there and the type of thing that I do and what I've done. That sort of stands the test of time locally, and I think it's important that places like TMD thrive.
Yeah, man, it's alternative radio. We have a format, but it's the closest that you're going to get to free-form radio, just like back in the day. Weasel is one of our DJs. You may remember him.
I grew up on Weasel in 99.1. The Weasel, my 3 songs. That's pretty good, right? That wasn't bad.
And what I do for the station, I host the Baltimore Music Show, but lately I've been producing live concerts and radio broadcasts. We've got a performance studio at the station, so we can put a couple hundred people in it, broadcast live from it. That's a lot of fun. We do the First Thursdays concert series down in Canton, which has just exploded the last couple of years.
Dude, I did that. That's your event, right? I mean, you've got the chick from the Breeders coming in there this week, right?
Yep, Belly. Yeah, they're coming. It's their first tour. It's their first big tour in like 20-some years.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to come out and is stout served there? May I ask that question, Sam?
What's that?
Is stout served on Thursday evenings?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I need a stout. I mean, all this IPA, I'm a stout guy, so...
dude, I've also kind of fallen off the IPA bandwagon. It's getting too heavy for me.
It leaves me with the tasty pasties, you know what I mean? It leaves me with it gives me bitter beer face, and that's not my thing. So I'm more about the stouts.
Resort does our beer, so there's going to be plenty of good options there.
All right, well, good, man. We will see you guys out. I'll send everybody out to WTMD.org. It's a turnaround time that's short here. It's Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to noon, coming together, bringing kids together. It's the Mini Masquerade Ball at the Modell Performing Arts Center at the Lyric. I got to learn how to say, I call it the Modell Lyric. I don't think anybody down there has a problem with that. Modell Performing Arts Center at the Lyric. Come Saturday morning, finger foods for the big people and coffee and lots of coffee and great music for the big people and lots of cool stuff for the little people. By the way, Sam, I see here that, you mentioned unicyclists and stilt walkers. They always kind of freak me out. The carny always kind of weirds me out a little bit. But the hula hoopers, my wife is an absolute, my wife would be a world champion hula hooper. She could do that forever. So if next time you need a hula hooper, let me know. I'll rent her out for 20 minutes at a time. She loves to do it with the little girls, too. Teach them how to do it.
Awesome. I'll hit you up.
Sam Sessa can be followed out on Twitter. He has been my friend through rock and roll and music for a long time. And one day you and I will tilt a stout and you can have your IPA or your summer shandies or whatever they are. And we'll get together down there on Thursday night on the waterfront. That'd be great. Sam, appreciate your time as always, man.
Thanks so much, Nestor.
Sam Sessa, WTMD music coordinator there. You can find them at WTMD.org. Good local Towson people, keeping it in Baltimore County. I got a little trick up my sleeve for Baltimore County in an executive fashion next month. I'll be telling you more about that in the coming weeks as I do not stick to sports, and I'm not sticking to sports in this segment either. Doing a good turn here for the community. The Be More Positive Community and Charity Series. We're doing it every Thursday morning. If you have an idea, a charity, a concept, a Mini Masquerade Ball at the Modell Lyric, toss me a note, nasty@WNST.net. We'll try to get you on the air, on the web, on the social. Tell your story, especially if you're raising money and raising awareness for good causes and good stuff going on in Baltimore. I hear all the negative crap. And I appreciate that I live here, you live here, we live here. We'll fix it together, one brick at a time. It's all brought to you by our friends at Howard Bank, a relentless commitment to being the best at everything they do, branches throughout Baltimore and Maryland. Learn more at howardbank.com, where everyone there is empowered to help you. See them at howardbank.com. Also, our friends at Cole Roofing. I got my Royal Farms Kona Blend in the mug right now. Cole Roofing, been around 99 years, that's all, just 99 years, since 1919. Commercial, corporate roof spaces, and now they've learned how to turn them into gardens, grow spaces, financial money-making places, and that's what Fister Energy is about, turning your roof into solar panels. They do that there, but they also do roofs better than anybody. That's why they've been doing it 99 years. Cole Roofing and Fister Energy, along with Howard Bank, presenting our Be More Positive Community and Charity Series. You can hear this and anything else you miss in the buyatoyota.com audio vault 24 hours a day from anywhere in the world on your mobile device by downloading the TuneIn Radio app. We do come in crystal clear from anywhere in the world. If there's breaking news that's going to happen over the weekend, you're going to get it first on the Coons Ford Tech Service. It's all brought to you by Coons Ford, Security Boulevard. Dennis Colossus is here this Thursday, next Thursday. Dennis is going to be talking about this draft and the offseason and Flacco and Lamar Jackson and all the cool stuff. Thursday, 3 until 5, it is the SSV on WNST right here on AM 1570. Nasty at WNST.net for all the charitable concerns, complaints, criticism, praise. Appreciate that and more. We are WNST.net, AM 1570, and WNST Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore sports.